Hello and welcome back. It is such a pleasure to be with you again today.
Hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here. Today feels like a good day to learn something new.
It really does. Today we are going to talk about something very deep. It is a problem that almost every language learner has.
Is it phrasal verbs? Because I still have problems with those.
No, it is not phrasal verbs. It is something emotional. It is about a barrier, a wall that stops us from speaking.
A wall? You mean like fear?
Yes, exactly. But specifically, the fear of judgment. Today, we are talking about how to stop caring what other people think.
Oh, wow, that is a big topic. That is my biggest problem.
Is it? Tell me about that.
Well, often I know the English words. I have the sentence in my head, but when I open my mouth, I stop. I look at the person I am talking to and I worry.
What do you worry about?
I think, what if they think I am stupid? What if they laugh at my accent? What if I make a grammar mistake and they judge me?
That is the invisible audience. You feel like you are on a stage and everyone is watching you.
Yes, it feels exactly like that, like a spotlight is on my face. It makes me sweat.
I understand completely, but I have a secret for you today, a very important secret.
Please tell me, I need to know.
The secret is people are not thinking about you. They are thinking about themselves.
Really? But they are looking at me when I speak.
They are looking at you, yes, but they are not judging you. Humans are actually quite selfish.
Selfish in a bad way?
No, not in a bad way, just in a natural way. When you are speaking to someone, they are usually worrying about their own problems. They are thinking, am I listening well? Or what should I eat for lunch? Or I hope I'm not late for my meeting.
So while I'm worrying about my grammar, they're worrying about their lunch?
Exactly. We think we are the main character in the movie, but in their life, they are the main character. You are just a small part of their day.
That is actually very relaxing. It takes the pressure off.
It does. This is called the spotlight effect. We think there is a bright light on us showing all our mistakes, but in reality, there is no light. No one cares about your mistakes as much as you do.
I guess that's true. When I hear someone speak my language with mistakes, I don't judge them.
Right. Let's think about that. Imagine a tourist comes to your country. They ask you for directions in your language, but they make many mistakes. They have a strong accent. What do you think?
I think, good for them. I want to help them. I listen carefully to understand the destination. I don't think they are stupid. I think they are brave.
See, you are kind. Most people are kind. So why do you think people will be mean to you when you speak English?
That is a good question. I guess we are always harder on ourselves than on other people.
We are our own worst critics. We judge ourselves before anyone else can judge us.
So the first step is to realize that people are usually nice?
Yes, and even if they are not nice, they are usually just busy. They just want the information. They don't care about your verb tense.
Okay, so focus on the message, not the grammar.
Precisely. But let's dig deeper. Why does the opinion of others scare us so much?
Maybe because we want to belong. We don't want to look strange.
That is very true. It's human nature. We want to fit in. But when you are learning a language, you have to stand out a little bit. You have to be vulnerable.
Vulnerable. That's a strong word. It means being open to attack, right?
In a way, yes. It means showing your true self, even if it's not perfect. But vulnerability is also strength.
How is it strength?
Because it takes courage. When you speak English with an accent or with simple words, you are saying, I am trying. I am learning. That is a strong position.
I like that. Instead of hiding my English because it isn't perfect, I should wear it proudly.
Yes, let's talk about accents specifically. Many students hate their accent. They want to sound exactly like a native speaker.
Oh, I am guilty of this. I hate hearing my own voice on a recording. I sound so foreign.
But foreign is not bad. Your accent is your history. It tells people where you are from. It tells people you speak another language.
So my accent is proof that I'm bilingual.
Yes, it's a badge of honor. It shows you put in the work. You should not apologize for your accent.
I never thought about it like a badge. I always thought about it like a stain on my shirt.
No, no, never a stain. Think about famous actors or politicians who speak English as a second language. Arnold Schwarzenegger, for example.
Yes, everyone knows his voice. He has a very strong accent.
Does anyone care? No. He's successful. He communicates clearly. His accent is part of his charm.
That is true. Nobody tells him to stop talking.
So you don't need to lose your accent to be respected. You just need to be clear.
Okay, I will try to be friends with my accent.
That is a beautiful goal. Be friends with your voice. Now I want to talk about a specific situation.
Okay, what situation?
The grammar police.
Oh no, the people who correct you. I am terrified of them.
Let's imagine you're at a dinner party. You're telling a story. You say, "Yesterday I go to the shop." And someone interrupts and says, "You mean yesterday I went to the shop?"
Ugh, I hate that moment. My face goes red. I feel small. I want to stop talking.
I know, it feels like a slap in the face, but let's look at why that person did that.
Because they are mean?
Maybe, but usually no. Usually they think they are helping. They think, "Oh, I will teach him the right word." They don't realize it hurts your feelings.
So they have good intentions, but bad timing.
Exactly, bad timing. But here's how to stop caring. If someone corrects you, you have a choice. You can let it stop you, or you can say, "Thank you," and keep going.
Just say thank you and continue.
Yes, don't apologize. Don't stop the story. Just say, yes, went. Thank you. So I went to the shop and...
That shows confidence. It shows that the mistake didn't break me.
Right. It shows that the story is more important than the grammar. If you keep talking, the awkward moment disappears in 1 second.
But what if the person is actually being mean? What if they are laughing at me?
If someone is laughing at you for trying to learn a new skill, that tells you something about them.
What does it tell me?
It tells you that they are insecure. Only small people laugh at others who are trying to grow. Happy, confident people do not laugh at learners.
Wow, that is powerful. So if they laugh, it is their problem, not my problem.
100%. If someone is rude, that is a reflection of their character, not your English skills.
I need to remember that. Their reaction is about them. My learning is about me.
Yes, you must separate your self-worth from your English level. You are an intelligent, interesting person. Your English level does not change your value as a human.
I think we often forget that. We feel like if our English is broken, we are broken.
That is the trap. You are not broken. You are just learning a tool. English is just a tool, like a hammer or a computer.
Okay, I'm feeling stronger already, but I still have that nervous feeling in my stomach before I speak.
That is physical anxiety. We can handle that too. Do you want a practical trick?
Yes, please. I love practical tricks.
It's called the 5-second rule.
The 5-second rule. Is that for when you drop food on the floor?
No, not for food. This is for speaking. When you have a thought in your head and you want to say it, you have a small window of time.
Okay, how long is the window?
About 5 seconds. If you wait longer than 5 seconds, your brain starts to worry. You start to think, is this right? What if I'm wrong? Maybe I should stay quiet.
Yes, that is exactly what happens. I think about it too much and then the moment passes.
So the rule is countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And you just speak.
Don't think, just speak?
Don't overthink. You already have the thought. Just push it out before the fear stops you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, speak. I will try that in my next meeting.
It stops the overthinking cycle. The longer you wait, the bigger the fear becomes.
It makes sense. Action kills fear.
Action kills fear. That is a great quote. And remember, what is the worst thing that can happen?
We talked about this. The worst thing is I make a mistake.
And then what happens? Does the world end?
No.
Does the police come to arrest you for bad grammar?
No, the grammar police are not real police.
Does your family stop loving you?
No, of course not.
So the cost is very low. The risk is small, but the reward is high.
The reward is connection. The reward is getting better.
Exactly. Every time you speak, even with mistakes, you get 1% better. If you stay silent because of fear, you stay at 0%.
I would rather be 1% better than 0%.
Me too. Let's look at a real-life example. Tell me about a time you were afraid to speak and you stayed quiet.
Okay, a few years ago, I was traveling in London. I was on the subway, the tube,
Yes, the tube.
and I wasn't sure which stop to get off at. There was a lady sitting next to me. She looked nice. I wanted to ask, is this the stop for the museum?
Simple question, good question.
Yes, but I started to worry. What if I don't understand her? What if she speaks too fast? What if I sound stupid?
The thoughts came in.
Yes, so I waited, and the train stopped, and I didn't say anything.
And what happened?
I got off at the wrong stop. I walked for 30 minutes in the rain.
Oh no, that is a perfect example.
It was miserable, and all because I cared what a stranger might think.
Imagine if you had asked. Maybe you would have stumbled. Maybe you would have said, museum, stop. Here?
And she probably would have said yes or no.
And you would be dry and happy. The fear of judgment caused you 30 minutes of rain.
That is a lesson I won't forget. The silence cost me more than the speaking.
That is profound. The silence cost me more than the speaking. Listeners, please remember that story.
So, how do we practice not caring? Is there a way to exercise this muscle?
Yes, you have to do embarrassment practice.
Embarrassment practice? That sounds scary.
It is fun. You have to put yourself in small situations where you might make a mistake on purpose.
On purpose? Why?
To prove to your brain that you are safe. For example, go to a coffee shop. Order a drink, but ask a slightly complicated question. Ask, what kind of milk do you have?
That is a normal question.
It is, but for a learner, it feels risky. You have to listen to the list. Almond, soy, oat, cow.
And if I don't understand, I have to ask, sorry, can you repeat that?
Exactly. Do it. Ask them to repeat it. See that they don't get angry. See that you survive.
So I'm collecting evidence. Evidence that speaking is safe.
Yes. The more evidence you have, the less you will care about what people think. You will realize, I can handle this.
I like this idea. Start small. I don't have to give a speech to 100 people. I just have to ask about the milk.
Start small, build the muscle.
You know, another thing that helps me is remembering that English is a global language.
Tell me more about that.
Well, most people speaking English today are not native speakers. We're all in the same boat.
That is a very important point. There are more non-native speakers of English than native speakers.
Really?
Yes, millions more. So when you speak with an accent, you are actually in the majority. You are normal.
So the perfect English we hear in movies, that is actually the minority.
It is. Real-world English is messy. It has accents, it has grammar mistakes. It's a mix of cultures, and that is okay.
That makes me feel like I belong to a huge club, the Bad English Club.
No, not the Bad English Club. The Brave English Club. The Global Communicators Club.
I like that name better.
So, let's recap what we have learned so far.
Okay, number 1, the spotlight effect. People are focused on themselves, not on me.
Right. Number 2, your accent is your history. Don't hide it.
Number 3, if someone is rude, it is their problem, not mine.
And number 4, use the 5-second rule. Don't overthink, just speak.
And finally, the cost of silence is higher than the cost of a mistake. Remember my rainy walk in London.
Excellent summary. Now, I want to do our practice session. I want to give our listeners some phrases to help them feel confident.
Affirmations? I love these.
Yes, these are phrases to say to yourself when you feel the fear of judgment. Listeners, please repeat after us. Say it loud and proud.
I am ready.
Okay, first one. I speak to connect, not to impress.
I speak to connect, not to impress.
Let's do that one again. It is very important. I speak to connect, not to impress.
I speak to connect, not to impress.
Good. Next one. My voice deserves to be heard.
My voice deserves to be heard.
Yes, it does. My voice deserves to be heard.
My voice deserves to be heard.
Okay, next one. This is for when you make a mistake. I am proud of myself for trying.
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 And the last one, this is for the fear of other people. Other people's opinions do not define me.
Oh, that is strong. Other people's opinions do not define me.
Other people's opinions do not define me.
Other people's opinions do not define me.
How does that feel?
It feels freeing, like taking off a heavy backpack.
That heavy backpack is the weight of expectations. You don't need to carry it. Drop it.
I'm dropping it right now.
I want to leave you with one final thought about what people think.
What is it?
Usually, when people hear you speaking a second language, they're not thinking, he's bad. They're actually thinking, I wish I could do that.
You think so?
I know so. Many people only speak one language. When they see you trying, struggling, but communicating in a second language, they are often jealous. They admire you.
They admire me, even with my mistakes?
Yes, because you're doing something difficult. You're doing something brave. They see your effort and they respect it.
I never looked at it that way. I always assumed they were looking down on me, but maybe they're looking up to me.
There is a very high chance they are looking up to you. So give them a show. Speak with your head high.
I will. Next time I enter a room, I will remember I am the brave one.
You are the brave one, and we are all here cheering for you.
Thank you for this conversation. I feel much less worried about the invisible audience.
I am so glad. Remember, the audience is usually friendly, and if they aren't, turn off the spotlight.
Turn off the spotlight. Got it.
Thank you for listening, everyone. Go out there and speak without fear.
Yes. Have a wonderful, confident week. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.